Virginia Tech was the largest on-campus massacre in our nation's history. And then, of course, Virginia Beach. I mean, people are numb to the violence that's going on in this country. You had El Paso, people were shopping in a Walmart. In Dayton, they were going out and having a drink in a bar. This is America. We got to end it, and it is so simple. 95% of Americans support background checks, common sense gun restrictions.
Saturday, former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe and former Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords took part in a rally to increase gun control. The rally was held across the street from the NRA Headquarters in Fairfax. Giffords was shot in the head in January 2011 during a meet and greet. That's when a gunman opened fire on 16 people, killing 2 of them. Now, Giffords and McAuliffe are supporting candidates in favor of increasing gun safety laws, including Delegate Hala Ayala.
I'm running in the 51st District. I am a product of gun violence. My dad was murdered when I was 2. It is horrible to find out 2 days later that your father has passed away. I don't get to have Father's Day, shopping. I don't get to wish him a happy birthday. This is how gun violence impacts families.
Loudoun County Sheriff candidate Justin Hanna also wants to have more gun control laws.
As a military veteran, I know what these weapons can do. And there's been multiple times within my county where homes and people have been struck by these rounds. We shouldn't fear that letting our children out to play can end in something that breaks our hearts. As a father, we can't let that happen. So on November 5th, we got to vote them out. We got to get people that are going to make change. Because that's how we're going to do it.
If you don't think your vote counts, I remind you in 2017, we lost control of the House by the winner being picked out of a bowl because it was a 1-vote difference. So you've got to tell everybody you know. I know the NRA is headquartered in Virginia, and we're going to send a message to them. We don't like their tactics anymore. We're going to pass common sense gun restrictions, and if they don't like it, they can move out. They can get out of the Commonwealth because they have hurt us here in Virginia.
My brother was murdered. My brother was murdered by gunmen who came into his place of business at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, guns drawn. He never had a chance. He's former military, he owned a gun, and he knew how to use it, and he's still dead. He is still dead. So having a gun will not always protect you.
Kathleen Murphy has been the 34th District Delegate for 5 years. Now she's running for re-election.
I want sensible gun regulation. I want people who have emotional problems not to have guns. I want a ban. I want a ban on assault weapons in the general public. There is no reason for people to have an AR-15. It is a weapon of war, is designed to kill people.
Murphy shared with me why she attended the rally across the street from the NRA headquarters.
I am here to let them know that I think that they are a disgrace. They stand up for guns instead of children. They stand up for guns instead of families. They stand up for guns instead of gun safety. They could change. We're open to them changing. They should give it a try.
The former Virginia governor says he's been fighting for more gun control for a very long time.
We've been fighting this for years, as I say. I, as governor, introduced 26 bills. Then we picked up a bunch of seats in 17. We had 49 in the House, 19 in the Senate. Even with that, they stopped us on all of our common sense bills. So this is the time. This is our moment. And this is time to seize the moment. Get out, vote, get your friends to vote.
We talk about these mass shootings. We have shootings every day. People are dying every day because of gun violence, and there's some things we can do to curb that. And I had a first sergeant that blew his head off a few years ago. I could give you endless stories about people who I know personally who came close to suicide or committed suicide, and it just needs to be fixed.
Herb Jones is a candidate for the 3rd Senate District.
And then you talk about Virginia Tech. When you think about Virginia Tech, nothing's been done. Virginia Beach happened. We had another opportunity to do something, to make something happen, get some things done. And again, the leadership in the General Assembly chose to do nothing.
Hoot is exactly right. I am so sick and tired of hearing the Republicans say thoughts and prayers. They are meaningless. They are hollow. They mean nothing to the families who have lost loved ones. I'm sick and tired of it. It is time for action. One seat in the House and Senate. You elect these folks. It is a new day here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we're going to say goodbye to the NRA.
In Fairfax, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.